welcome to a vlog. Never vlogged before, but I wanted to kind of show this week, like, just what I get up to as a full-time yarn dyer, from like administrative work to actually dyeing stuff to other things. So this morning I kind of hung out. I actually created the template for and sent out my first like formal newsletter for Claws Out. I have a mailing list that I send like collection updates and stuff through, but I haven't actually had like a formal newsletter. So now I have that, and I'm gonna be trying to send it out first or second week of every month. So you can subscribe to my mailing list in the link below, whatever. Oh my god. Sorry, there's a dog walker outside who has 6 dogs. 4 in front, 2 in back. Okay. Monday is like weekly reset for me, so I'm going to show you how I fill out my to-do lists. I have to update my knitting journal. I started a new project yesterday. I started it yesterday, so I'll show you that. And then I will head over to the studio. So first of all, welcome to this side of my office. This is my office in our apartment. This is where I do all my admin stuff, and then at the studio I'm primarily dyeing, but this is like my craft room. So on that side of the room it's a whole mess because it's kind of in transition from becoming from yarn office to studio. But this is kind of what it's like over here. These are swatches from the Dancing Queen collection. I made 8 hats. I made a hat for every color. So now I have these, so they're samples. They're samples and swatches, I guess, which is pretty great. This is yarn for projects that I'm working on. So this is for that sweater, the stripy sweater I showed in my last video. This is going to be Nate's tie for the wedding. So I have to cast this on soon. And then this is the other 50-gram skein of, oh, came undone, for the t-shirt that I'm working on for my latest video. So this is kind of like yarn for projects that are either upcoming or in progress. Live here. There's some swatches and a random mini skein in there. And then I have this basket full of yarn ends of balls. Like these are from my Midland cardigan that I finished recently. This is a cowl that I'm working on as like a in between when I feel like it project. This yarn is from Explore Knits and Fibers Leave No Trace. I've been buying a lot of their yarn lately and it's making me very happy. But for my weekly to-do list, I talked about these journals a couple videos ago. They're the Appointed journals. They're really simple, they're really straightforward. It's just lined paper. You can see the lines. And I was using these when I was working in nonprofits as well, and I use them now. So lately I've had like a to-do list for myself and then a to-do list for the wedding. I'm trying to find an example of one. Yeah, like this is my to-do list from the middle of May. There's some wedding stuff that didn't get checked off, but that's okay. So anything that I don't check off in the week that I am supposed to do it just gets migrated to the next week. Sometimes I color coordinate the to-do list based on what the topic is. So I have like highlighters in there colored for dyeing, wedding stuff, like chores around the house, and then like personal errands, like if I need to schedule a doctor's appointment or go get my nails done or whatever. And the very nice thing is that I have 2 more fresh ones of these notebooks. Oh yeah, dyeing, knitting. Oh, knitting. Right, I do that too. dyeing, knitting, personal and wedding, social media stuff, and then like apartment chore things. So I'm gonna try to do that today. But let me work through the wedding list first. All right, this is my list so far. Some of these things I've already done today, so I can check them off, or yesterday. For example, create the newsletter. One of my friends is having her birthday party on Wednesday, so I had to get a present for her. And check that off. And then the biggest things on my list are that I have to keep working on a wholesale order that I have, which is due to the local yarn store. It's a local Boston store next week. So today and tomorrow, I think I can finish it all today and tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest, which is great because then it'll dry, and then early next week I'll label everything and get it over to them. And then I have a number of wedding tasks. That's all this side is all wedding, and there's going to be more on there, I'm sure. I have one that I can check off. I ordered our vow books yesterday. Yay. I also have to go to Michael's this week for wedding stuff, which is exciting because Michael's is so fun. Social media is pink, which I think is kind of goes hand in hand with like a lot of the closet out work. So the newsletter stuff will also be pink. The announcement for the birthday thing, that is blue. Let's see, I have to do laundry, get my friend's present, all of this wedding stuff. I'm adding some of the test knits. I both have June deadlines, but that's when I'm getting married, so I'm a little bit busy in June. Okay. What the heck is orange? Oh, orange is chores. Oops. That means this should be orange. It says do laundry. All right, let's move on to my knitting journal. So 2 knitting podcast episodes ago, I talked about wanting to start a knitting journal, having a physical one. Usually I track my projects in Ravelry, but sometimes I just can't be bothered. So it's fun to be writing them down. And so then in my last YouTube video, which came out last week, I shared that I got this really cute I got this really cute notebook at a store in Cambridge. I have a system, a template for this. So I've started a new project. I say that with shame in my voice because I have no business starting new projects. And it gets its own page. So I kind of showed this in that video, but I have the project name, the designer, the size I'm making, the needles I'm using, the yarn, when I start, when I finish, how many yards, how many grams, any notes I have. So, actually, this one I didn't know I've at least used 100 grams. Okay. So this, I started the Alchemist pullover by Wool and Pine Designs. This is my first one of their patterns, but I'm excited about it. I'm making a size 4. Don't worry, I'm going to show you in a second. And I'm using, at least for now, I'm using size 7 needles for the body. I might change the ribbing needle size. So, started Sunday, May 10th. So here is the new page in my notebook for the Alchemist pullover, which I have right here. Obviously, so far I just started it, but I'm already like in the second raglan increase section, and I'm actually on a purl row right now. I'll work on it. But the yarn that I'm using, I've had this planned for a while. because I realized that I am a yarn dyer and that more of the projects that I make should be samples of my own yarn. Like sweaters that I want to make, garments I want to make, but they should be samples of, you know, my colorways and my yarn bases. And so, like with the stripy test knit that I'm working on that you saw in my last video, that is all my yarn. I have another test knit that's also all my yarn, which are on my priority list to work on this week. This yarn, I actually dyed this up. It was some of the last yarn I dyed before I moved into my studio, so it's probably been like maybe a month that I've had this yarn like dyed and ready to go. The rest of it's sitting over there. And this yarn is, I'm holding it double. I'm holding 2 strands together. This is my colorway Constant and Cold from my Noah Kahan Northern Attitude collection. Constant and Cold is a lyric from the song Maine, right? Yeah. It also matches my nails right now, which was not on purpose. I got my nails done on Thursday last week. And I started this on Sunday, and I didn't plan on starting this because my nails match, but I mean, it works. So this is what it looks like. The fabric is really, really lovely, really pretty. It also matches the project bag that I put it in. This is a Republica Unicornia sock project bag. Here they are together. This is my feline sock base. So this is my standard sock base. It's a high twist, 85% merino, superwash merino, 15% nylon. And then this is my classic Surrey lace base. I'm sorry that my hand's shaking. I've apparently had my coffee too fast. And this is 75% baby alpaca. That's the Surrey, and 25% mulberry silk. So it's very soft and very fuzzy, and I've been dreaming of this sweater for a while, so it's these two held together that are just gonna make me the most perfect, beautiful, like cool blue-green sweater. Is it silly to make a fuzzy alpaca sweater that will be done like by the beginning of summer? Yes. Yes, it is. If I'm not wearing it, I will just have it as a sample. Sorry, I'm trying to put the yarn back in this bag. We are going to head to my studio and I am going to dye up some wholesale. Today I am going to focus on finishing up all of the variegated colors that the store ordered. So they ordered 2 pans of my local coffee chain Dunkin' themed colorway, and 2 pans of my Copslide colorway. Shout out to the Copslide, the Boston's silliest landmark. So I can finish up those today, and then they also ordered 1 pan of my new Boston Fleet colorway, which I will dye today because the Fleet got eliminated from the PWHL playoffs yesterday, so this will be my tribute to them. And then if I finish all that today, which I should be able to, I will be done with the variegated colors that they ordered, and then I just have 3 tonal colorways to get through. It's really fun. They ordered a lot of my BFL Blueface Leicester base and a lot of my mohair base, so it's really fun to dye up those bases because the BFL is pretty popular, but people don't buy the mohair as much because they're a little... I think people are a little bit scared of mohair, which I get. I was scared of knitting with it when I first started. That's just my assumption. I don't really know. But usually when I'm dyeing yarn, I'm dyeing like my superwash merino bases. So it's really nice to have this order that is, there's no superwash merino involved in it at all. So I'm going to dye up those today, and you're going to come with me. I'm driving to the studio. I'm obviously not driving at the moment. Normally I would walk, it's like a 10-minute walk, but we did a lot of walking over the weekend, like 7.5 miles on Saturday and another like 5 miles yesterday. And one of my feet has started hurting, and I really need my feet to not be hurting and not be injured because I'm getting married in 6 weeks. So I'm driving today, and as you saw, I put on my most my most orthopedic shoes for the studio today. I have a chair in there so I can sit when I need a break, but if you didn't know about me, I got one bad hip already and bad knees. So having a foot that hurts, not great. So whatever. But that's why I'm driving. Fun. Also, don't you love this hat? I just opened this up today. It's got flowers embroidered on it, and I can't embroider. I would love to do this on my own, but I don't know how. So shout out to the Red Sox for doing it for me. It is like, they're embroidered on. It's awesome. It's so my color. It matches like this bag that I've been bringing around everywhere. So that's kind of fun. All right, off we go. This order that I'm working on is entirely my Blueface Leicester base, like I said, which is this one, and my classic lace mohair base. So these pans are both going to become my colorway local coffee chain. On the pans, I'm just letting the rest of the dye in the water kind of sink in. So that means that I just get to sit here and knit. So I'm gonna work on this new sweater sample. Oh, it looks so good in the sun, in like daylight. I'm just gonna hang out and knit, and I will see you when this yarn is ready to be hung out on the drying rack. Once I get the local coffee chain like out of the pots and stuff, I rinse it. Ignore the sounds that that's making, it's fine. And then I'll rinse them, and then I will wash out the pans, and I will start my 2 pans of cop slide. going to do the cop slide yarn right now, but while I was knitting, someone ordered some local coffee chain on DK, on my DK base, so I have to dye that real quick. So I'm going to do another pan of local coffee chain. I'll do the fleet yarn alongside that, and then I'll do the cop slide when that's done. So this is where we're at. This is that extra local coffee chain, and then this is to the brig, the Boston Fleet color. So these are now ready to get rinsed. Oh, hello. Okay, one final update for today. I have finished dyeing, so I have brought the drying rack inside, and let me show you what everything looks like. Okay, so we have, this is local coffee chain on BFL, this is local coffee chain on mohair, and here is local coffee chain on DK. Then we have to the brig, the Boston Fleet color on BFL, cop slide on BFL, and cop slide on mohair. So those will all join their brethren up there, and that is me signing off for Monday. Good morning. I am having a slow start to my day, so you're gonna help me get ready because it's not gonna happen otherwise. I slept fine, I'm just tired. You are actually in my shower now. If you have a problem with eye stuff, look away, I gotta put my contacts in. So today I have to dye the tonal skeins for the wholesale order. So that's going to be 6 BFL skeins each on my Patriots color, 28-3, the Feminine Park, America's Ballpark color, and my Freedom Trail color. So the way that works is I do three skeins in each pot. So I just need to do 2 pots of each color. I have a friend come and hang out with me later, so depending on how quickly I get all the dyeing done, she's gonna help me or not. I was technically supposed to shower today, but that is obviously not happening. We are washing our face with micellar water and going from there. I have to think of an outfit I want to wear to the studio because my friend and I are gonna go get dinner after 2, and like we could come back here. My apartment is out of the way from where dinner is, so. All right. I'm trying to have the best skin of my life in preparation for the wedding. So, hyaluronic acid and vitamin C serum it is. You can find all my skincare stuff at my Shop Mile link in the description of this video. And then obviously we'll be moisturizing. Don't really know if this is riveting content for you, but this is what my lazy Tuesday morning looks like. I've been working more on my Alchemist pullover that I showed you yesterday. That's really all I've been knitting on for like 3 days. I started it on Sunday. But it's fun, and I've been like, obviously I'm in this blue-green like thing, so it kind of just fits with my whole aesthetic / vibe lately. All right, skincare done. You can't tell, but my face is nice and moisturized and shiny. I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then I'm gonna put on a little makeup. See, even this like makeup bag I have that Nate got me for Christmas fits this whole blue-green aesthetic thing. Do we think maybe blue-green is one of my favorite colors? Let's see. I'm just gonna do like the most basic of makeup. This is kind of what I do every day. I use Rare Beauty blush. This one is in the color Grace. It's like a, oh yeah, my nails too. Everything about me is blue-green at the moment. This is Rare Beauty Color Grace. It's the liquid blush. I like these. This one always makes me look a little bit sunburnt when I first put it on, but then it fades into the tone of my skin. It like kind of, you know, makes it look a little bit more normal. After like 10 minutes, it'll be like the correct color. But right now I look a little pink. There's nothing wrong with that. And then for my eyebrows, I use Maybelline Express Brow, in color. It's just like a brow gel. Does this have a color? Brown, medium brown. I have in the past gotten my eyebrows microbladed by a friend of mine from high school who's a permanent makeup artist. She's super cool. I'll put her the name of her salon here. She's in Weymouth, Massachusetts now. But I haven't done that in a year maybe, and I thought about doing it again for the wedding. My hair and makeup artist for the wedding was just like, don't do it after, like just don't. She's like, they look great, but you don't really need to get them retouched up until after the wedding. And if there was any they've always healed fine on me, but they can, when you first get your eyebrows microbladed or whatever, they start off it's pretty dark and intense. So if I didn't want that, and if I didn't want to risk any abnormal healing, she was like, you can just wait. So I'm gonna wait. Not that I need it, I've just always had kind of thinner, lighter looking eyebrows. Okay, and then for mascara, I use the waterproof L'Oreal Lash Paradise one in the super black color. And it is the most basic makeup ever, but it makes me look a little bit more alive and awake than I looked before. And then for fun, I'll put on a little, this is a roll-on perfume from Korres. Kores, it's a Greek cosmetics brand. I like their stuff. It's also linked in my shop. Not this particular product, but this is the Augustus, Avgoustos roll-on perfume. I think it smells really nice. It smells like a little citrusy, a little floral. So that is my makeup. So the plan for the day is I am going to figure out clothes. Then I'm gonna go grab a coffee at the local coffee shop that's on the way to the studio. I'm gonna walk today because that'll feel really good, and then I'm going to get to dyeing. So let's go. I always say this, getting dressed is my least favorite part of the day because I can never figure out what to wear. Especially when I go to the studio, and if I have plans after, because I'm like, well, I have to wear something that I don't mind getting a little dirty, but also I want to be cute. So I think today I'm just going to go with this t-shirt. It's just a red t-shirt. And then for pants, I'm going to go with my favorite pants at the moment, which are the Madewell balloon jeans. I get them in a size tall because I am 5'9" and I have quite long legs. So I would just rather not risk my jeans being too short. This shirt's a little wrinkly. And then I end up, cuffing the pants. There you go. Free toes. You're welcome. And this will work. I will probably grab a sweater of some kind. It is me made May after all. I've been wearing almost nothing that I've made. I don't know, it's been a weird temperature and I've been mostly just spending all my time at the studio, so it feels bad. Well, not bad, it feels like maybe not the best gamble to bring nice handmade objects to the studio because I don't want them to get dye on them, but I will bring one today. Now I have to figure out which one. Can't forget my earrings. I've been wearing these earrings a good bit recently, like ever since I got them. They look like big and fancy and heavy, but they're not. They actually weigh like almost nothing, which is great. And I think they just like look really interesting and cool. They're not hoops. They're like a big like hook shape. I don't know why I'm looking in this like it's a mirror. I can't see my earring hole from there. I feel like naked if I don't wear earrings. Okay, I'm thinking I'll wear this. This is my sheep camp sweater by, oh, what's her name? Jessica Berg, native knitter. This is the second one I made. This one is better than my first one. I added some ribbing in the contrast color to the hem and cuffs. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna wear this because I don't like how that looks. I also think, so I made this sweater, I finished it 3 years ago. Never blocked it. I believe it's superwash yarn. I will put what yarn it is because I don't remember. I also never wove in my ends. Look at how short the arms are. I hate a 3/4 length sleeve. I like my sleeves to go all the way to my wrist. So I think actually I will add this to the list of projects that I need to steam block because that is not working for me. It's a great sweater, but obviously it's like I can't really wear anything underneath it. Okay, let me find something else. I'm just gonna wear this. This is my campus crew neck that I tested for perfectly knotted. It's oversized, but like not in a bad way. It's oversized like in a very cozy, comfy way. Obviously it's like pretty big on the sides, but it's supposed to be baggy. These colors, the brown is Bear Den and the blue is Morning Watch. They are both by Baby Cat Yarns. It's a really good sweater. I have aspirations to make another one in a smaller size. I actually finished this when we were in Italy last year, which is pretty cool. So, how does my hair look today? Oh, pretty good considering I was supposed to shower. Okay. I'm gonna slap this hat on like yesterday and we are going to go get a coffee. I desperately need a coffee. So today, as I mentioned, I am going to be dyeing the tonal colors that go with this whole wholesale. So that means swapping these pans out for those pots and getting going. I can do 3 skeins at a time in a pot. So I am going to start with 28-3, the Patriots color, which is like a dark royal purpley blue. Yeah, exactly. Safe to say he has a type. Okay, I'm walking home and I just want to say that I am really proud of myself because I picked the perfect outfit for today. It's like 50 degrees, 55 degrees, and I'm so comfortable. Hi, it's Wednesday now. I'm having a very taking it easy day because I feel like I am getting a little bit of a cold. I feel mostly okay, but there's like a little thing in the back of my throat. So maybe it's pollen, I don't know. But I'm taking it easy. I'm going to say hi to you guys on this vlog. Ignore the box back there. Then I'm going to film a YouTube video. I have some updates and stuff, and I'm trying to do like weekly videos. So obviously this is going to become like a vlog that I'll put out later this week. But I'm also still trying to do like weekly, midweek regular updates. Oh, so yesterday I was working on that blue hat. I have a blue hat now. It's done. I finished it this morning. The camera, it's a much greener blue. I only have this much left of the ball. So this was the Kelborn Woolens Keystone base in the color bright blue. I just did a very simple, like, I made up this pattern. So I knit 25 rows and then folded over the brim and did what I do, I've been making these hats. I made all these hats for the Mamma Mia collection. And so I did the same thing, basically. I did a fold over brim, and then, so you fold the brim under, you just knit around like stockinette, and then you fold the brim under, find the aligned stitch from the row that you're working your active stitches to the cast on stitches, and then I purled those stitches together all the way around. So it gives it this nice like bump, which just makes it slightly more interesting. And then for the crown, I just put stitch markers. I divided my stitch count into 4. I cast on 72 stitches and divided the stitch count into 4, so every 18 stitches. And then I just, on the left side of the marker, I did an SSK, a slip knit, and on the right side of the marker, I did a knit 2 together every other row until I had 24 stitches, and then I just sewed it together. This is a worsted weight. My hair is wet, but look at it. It's got a nice texture. It has a nice like density to it. I used size 7 needles for this, so that's pretty fun. It's my first finished object in a little while. It's really cute, even though I kind of want to just keep wearing it. I'm not going to because it'll crush my hair, my poor curls, but I'm a big fan. So yay. I'm wearing my, oh god, what is the name of this vest? Gotta check Ravelry. I tested this for Claire Jackson last year. Staple tank. This is my staple tank. Let me show you. Oh, I'm on my rolly chair. It's pretty great. The yarn is Look at All Those Chickens by Mesomakes. Huge fan. Okay, I just filmed a Whip Wednesday reel that I'm posting on Instagram. And then I'm also going to film a longer form YouTube video where I talk about my whips a little bit more. Don't you love this sign? My mom made me this sign. What? Oh, look, with the wet hair. I hope that this vlogging thing is like working. So today I have posted a Whip Wednesday video on Instagram. I filmed this YouTube video that goes more in depth about all of those whips and also talks about some other stuff. I finished a hat today. I took a shower. That's good. And I think I'm also going to set up and pack some orders I have to ship out. But honestly, because I'm still feeling like a little like I'm getting a cold, I might save that for tomorrow and just kind of lay low. I have a friend's birthday party to go to tonight that I am going to. I want to be good for that, so I don't really feel like doing a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go edit that video now, though. Okay, apologies in advance for both moving the camera closer and for any. My friend Marina, who Thursday. I had a great time at my friend's birthday party last night. We went to the Kowloon in Saugus on Route 1. It was really fun and very overstimulating. I had a great time. Today I am hanging out at home. I have some wedding stuff I have to do, and I am going to actually pack the orders that I have to pack that are outstanding. And I'm going to knit for a while. That's kind of the plan for today. It is raining. It's like pouring outside, but I'm going to pack up some in-stock orders that I have. I think there's just 4 of them. And then unfortunately I'm going to have to go outside. I was feeling better this morning, and now I still feel like there's something in the back of my throat, so I've got a cough drop in. So wish me luck that I stop feeling bad. I did manage to get some wedding stuff done today. I finally ordered the name cards for our wedding reception, which is great. Sent some emails to people that I had to email about things just to confirm, because we're kind of in that last stretch of like locking everything down. Nate goes away for his bachelor party tomorrow, so I wish I felt better so I could like, you know, enjoy my time with him. Not he's going for 2 nights, it's fine. So it's not like he's going away to war. What else is up? I don't know, I'm gonna pack these orders. Here's an order of when all is said and done on my sock base. Someone else ordered 1 skein of Super Trooper on DK and a skein of Waterloo on sock, which is super exciting. Because I just gotta keep saying in every video, I have a bunch of leftovers from the Mamma Mia collection, the Dancing Queen collection. It's all on my website. Somebody ordered the Boston Fleet color to the brig, which I love, so pretty, on sock. And then this morning I got an order of America's Ballpark on DK. I'm gonna film those and then go to the post office. I'm gonna drive instead of walking because it's wet. I also think, so I filmed it, today's Thursday, yesterday, Wednesday, I filmed and posted just like a regular weekly podcast episode. And I was talking about, and I promised in that video that I am going to cast on Nate's tie for the wedding this week, like before the next video. And I think I might start that tomorrow. So I'm saying it now so that maybe I'll do it. I talk about this yarn a lot in that video. It's episode 12 of my knitting podcast, but it's this East Coast yarn sock yarn in the color Water Lily. I have a lot of projects going right now, so I think my goal is that green sweater that I've been working on. I'm gonna get to splitting for the sleeves on that. I have like 1 more increase section that I think is 14 rows long for my size. So I'm gonna do that today or tomorrow. Hopefully today. And then I'll separate the sleeves, and then like that's a good not a stopping point, but that's a good point for me to have made enough progress on that to justify starting a new thing. That's kind of how I like to do stuff, because I'm really bad at finishing things. So it's like, okay, well, I didn't finish something, but I did get through the whole yoke, and I've separated for the sleeves, so I might as well allow myself to start a new pattern. Plus this tie is not going to take that long, but we both want to get it checked off of the wedding checklist. I'm going to pack these orders. You're going to watch my order packing routine. Is really, really rudimentary. But I do have a fun label printer, which makes things a lot easier. Please ignore my hunched, terrible, terrible, terrible posture. Sometimes when I get orders from people that live in Boston or have interesting sounding addresses, I look up where you live. Just letting you know. I never do anything with that information. I just think it's kind of interesting. Especially people in Boston. I'm like, ooh, what neighborhood is that? Like this person, I'm pretty sure lives in a dorm that I used to date people in. Confirmed. If you see this and you live in a dorm building at Northeastern, used to date a frat boy that lived in there. Boston is a small town and a big city. I like seeing when my orders go to like customers that are new. I'm always interested in like knowing where they came from and why they ordered from me. And then also like, I feel like, I mean, I've sent orders to many states. I've sent a couple orders to Canada. But the majority of my customer base is like New England, East Coast, which makes sense. I think a lot of people find me because I'm a Boston yarn dyer. So like this order I'm packing is going to California, and I'm like, and it's a new person. I'm like, oh, where'd you come from? Like, that's really cool and interesting. Like, how'd you find me? And also, why are you ordering Fenway Park yarn? This is one of the benefits of ordering from a small business. The small business owner cares about your order, and we have like thoughts about it, and I can, for a number of customers I can tell you like what their favorite yarn color of mine is, what their favorite base is, if they've moved recently. Like, it's just kind of lovely. Like, this is why we order from small businesses. These are the riveting thoughts that go through my head when I pack orders. So now I only have, I have to actually package these, but now I only have 2 unfulfilled orders, and one is the big wholesale that I've been working on, which is all dyed up, but I need to wind everything and label it, so I'm going to do that early next week. And one other order of local coffee chain, which is my Dunkin' Donuts inspired color, on a DK base, and I have dyed that as well, but that's all at the studio. When I pack up orders, I have pink, sometimes I have green or yellow ones, like bags, and then pink tissue paper, and the yarn just gets wrapped in the tissue paper, put the packing slip in. It's pretty like straightforward. Someday I would love to have a little bit more of a sophisticated process. For now, this is what I got going on. Hi, it's Friday, and I'm showered, I'm moisturized, and I'm gonna go to the studio to start dyeing up stuff for the Claws Out birthday sale. And then I think I'm gonna take my knitting and myself and maybe a book to Sam Adams. I'm gonna have a casual Friday afternoon beer because the temperature is pretty nice out, and I think that will be really nice. That's really all that's going on today. Oh, and then I have to start editing this, which is gonna be a mess because I've never edited a vlog before, and I'm using like my phone and my camera, and there's lots of like little really short clips, so that's gonna be a blast. Me and CapCut are gonna be like this. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the studio. Oh, hello, bags under my eyes. I got distracted because some boots that I ordered came in, and so I had to try them on, and they don't fit around my calves, so now I have to initiate a return, which is like super embarrassing. So then I was on my computer and I'm looking at Pinterest. Story of my life. So I am going to put some makeup on and then get my act together and go to the studio. I think I'm only going to dye the colors that I don't have in stock right now. So I have to dye some Atlantic from the Out to Sea collection. Everything else I have at least one of. I should dye more than like one pan of stuff, but we'll see. I said it in my last video, so I'm gonna have things available on both feline sock and kitten DK. So that means that I need to have those dyed. But so I'm also gonna dye some Bad Luck. I think the Noah Khan color, because that one I don't have any on either of those bases. I definitely don't have any on sock, so I'll dye some of that. And then honestly, that would be enough for today. Here's like a quick look at what my Pinterest boards look like right now. Lots of recipes, lots of tattoo ideas. Oh, that's cute. I could probably maximize my Pinterest boards more and like make them more specific. But I have like one for home, one for recipes. I've been looking at like wedding nail options. Joke's on you, Pinterest. I already have a lighthouse tattoo. Those are pretty, but I'm not doing green nails for the wedding. I've also been looking at a lot of things like this, because we've been talking about matching tattoo ideas. And we always say we love each other, oodles and noodles. So I've been looking that up, and now I'm getting like dozens and dozens and dozens of ramen noodle tattoo inspiration. And like, okay. Yeah, lots of cute outfits. Maybe that's something that I'll try to do this summer, is like actually, you know, make this a little bit more more specific about what I'm actually looking at.